When the walls started closing in COVID, and the children's voices started getting louder in my house, if that was possible, and the world started to come to an end, the Greenwalt family decided we should just take a drive. So we started to drive in town. That's the only thing we could do, social distancing back in the day. We just started to drive for a little bit. And for the people who have been here a long time, they know that there's this gray zone between College Station and Bryan that you drive through that you don't really know which town you're in. Only the experts know whether you're in Bryan or College Station at the time. And I got turned around majorly lost in one of those back streets. Still couldn't find it today if I tried. And as I drove past one yard, we saw it, the perfect Thomas Kincaid moment. This lady had butterflies everywhere. And that was one of our goals during COVID, is to get the backyard looking beautiful. And we rolled down our window, and the lady was out there working in her yard, butterflies flying around her head as it speaks. It's this incredible picturesque moment. And we called out to her when you really weren't supposed to talk to people except at extreme distances. We said, hey, what kind of plants are those that bring all the butterflies to your yard? Because if we're going to be stuck at home, we should at least try to bring the butterflies to us, right? She said, oh, I'll tell you what. Hang on just a second, I'll be right back. That lady, in this incredible passion, this incredible scene that she had created in her backyard, went into her garage and came out with 2 huge pots. Her passion, her life, right there in a plant. And she put them in the back of our car. She got close to us and risked it a little bit. She says, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you these. The one on the right is a butterfly plant. You plant it in the ground, the butterflies will come. The one on the left is one of my favorites. It's a praying plant. Every night at 5 o'clock, its leaves close like our hands close. And at the 5 o'clock Vespers moment, she said, it prays to God. We thanked her. She had no idea that she was about to be the subject of a sermon a few months later. No idea what a difference it made in a preacher's life. A preacher who needed it desperately. We took those 2 pots home and put them in the ground, and every night during COVID, and even today, I open up the back windows, and there on the back porch is the praying plant. And at 5 o'clock every night, it shuts its leaves and prays to God. And every night, don't you know it? You know where this is going. It reminds the preacher of a church, no matter how hard the day's been, how uncertain life looks ahead. Every day, I close my hands, and I was reminded to pray to God. I promise you, she was looking for a job. She wouldn't have put that hobby at the bottom of her resume, up at the top. And yet that very thing helped make my life richer. It helped make my faith deeper. This incredible gift that she put in the back of our car, her passion, her love for life, in a pot. And she shared it with strangers lost on the road. Does it matter? Can I tell you what's fascinating about Rembrandt's painting is there are 2 objects in the painting that will be David's life. One is the spear. And friends, he's going to take up the spear. In fact, we've got about 2 books of the Bible, Samuel and Chronicles, that talk about his life with the spear. And it's political, and it's ugly, and it's crazy, and it's nasty. All of those things. You can read it for yourself. David's going to pick it up. And there's whole books of the Bible written by what Saul's spear would do to David and in David's hands. But you know what? The other object in the painting is a lyre, a harp. And David wrote a book with that too. Do you know which book it is? It's the book of Psalms, the one that you read and I read when I need the words of the Bible the most, the one that Jesus quotes over and again. And in your life, you'll have whole books of politics, whole books of things that you achieve, meaty things that you achieve with your resume. But I wonder, inside of you, is there also a passion that you have for God? A gift that God has given to you? I wonder, will there be a book written about that too? Because if I was to ask you today to write down David's political escapades in life, there's some biblical scholars in the room that might do a better job at it than I do, but probably most of us are going to miss a few points here and there about when a war happened and when David had to run and when he asked for bread and when he pulled his leadership together and when he almost killed. I mean, crazy stuff. And I would probably get it out of order if I had to put it down from memory right now. But you know what I can quote from memory? And you probably can too. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not be in want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures, leads me beside still waters. Or another one. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Or maybe an obscure one that we all need to know and remember a little bit right now. The Lord will stop war to the ends of the earth. He will shatter the bow and shaketh the spear. There are words that David used in his hobby that I cry out for now when I need them the most. They've changed my life. He put them in the back of our trunks, friends, and we carry them with us to this day. Do your passions for God, your hobbies that you use to spread joy and peace and love to the world, do they matter? Maybe more than anything.